Hi everyone, Megan B here from Megan B Plans It All, and today I am doing a plan with me in my Plum Paper 7x9 Hourly, featuring this beautiful rainbow pastel kit from Orange Umbrella Company. And this kit and these colors probably aren't necessarily what you would think about when you're looking to fall, but spring's my favorite season and I absolutely adore rainbows. So I kind of seem to tend to just do whatever regardless of the season. And also I am a PR girl for Orange Umbrella Company. So when you go to purchase your own stickers, including maybe this rainbow kit, use my code Megan, and not only will you get 20% off, you'll also get my awesome freebie that was designed and created specially for me, which is also awesome. And there's also apparently a little bit of contention in the planner community in regards to what's better, planning your video and then doing, not planning your video, filming your video and then doing a voiceover, or talking through your planning session. And I can totally see why people would prefer to maybe experience a plan with me almost live, kind of. But some people are really good at planning quickly, I guess, and I'm just not. So my videos are always at least a half an hour, if not longer. And, I like to talk and all, but I don't have like the greatest memory. So unless I have a list of all the things that I have been doing in the past 7 days or something to spark memory, it's really hard for me to talk about the past, especially when I'm trying to put stickers on paper straight. So maybe if I was just kind of like putting stickers randomly and writing things randomly, then maybe I might be able to actually talk while I plan. And also, see, I didn't cut out any of the weird blank space in this video. Excuse me, I did the same thing last week. I just sped up the video instead of deleting a lot of like the emptiness. And that's just because I, one, wanted maybe a little bit more time to talk, and two, that's reality, is that sometimes I just fumble around in the background looking for whatever, a pen or tweezers or tape or I don't know, whatever. So I'm really glad that I used this kit. And not just because half of my week went by the wayside. So my, let's just say after the pen is not too exciting. And the reason being is because on Monday, my daughter had a couple of bites all over her. Well, I thought they were bites. And she spent the entire night on Monday night, I'm pretty sure it was Monday night, crying. And because the bites, well, again, what I thought were bites were so itchy, so I maybe got about 2 hours of sleep on Monday night. So I brought her to daycare. No, my husband brought her to daycare. And maybe like an hour and a half later, they call me and they're like, yeah, this looks like hand, foot, and mouth. And I was like, oh, it does? And I've definitely heard of it before, but I've never seen it. And these bites were just like on her hands. I guess, I mean, they were like mostly on like her legs and a little bit on her hands. So we thought maybe they were like from her playing in the sand. This is first kid parents syndrome, I guess. So I went and picked her up and got an appointment with her for the doctor, and they were like, yep, that's what this is. They just have to work through it, which is wonderful. So I ended up, with her trying to work on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I already had Friday off, and then I just took Thursday off too because I was so exhausted. I probably am still exhausted, but I was so exhausted, and she being sick is extra needy, and when she's like that, I can't even type an email because she just wants to crawl all over me, and she wants to type on my computer, and somehow her little baby fingers will push just the right spot on my screen and call people, and it's kind of chaos. So that kind of ended up being my week, and you'll see the things that I plan out for the week, and you'll kind of have an idea of where things went off the rails. But one of the other wonderful things about having a toddler, I guess kids in general, but having a toddler, and one of the things that I feel like people don't express quite enough is the fact that, okay, fine, yeah, the kid's gonna be germy and sick all the time, but oh yeah, they're also just gonna make you sick all the time. And it seems like it's not super common for adults to get this, but my daughter is a very, very cuddly baby, which I fostered heavily because one of my goals was to have a happy, cuddly baby, and I have certainly succeeded in that. But because she's so cuddly and loving, she gave it to me, and I have been documenting the itchy bumps that have been cropping up all over my hands and feet and the roof of my mouth. So you can probably hear it that my voice is a little raspy. That's because this all started with an extremely sore throat. So when I get up in the morning, I don't really have a voice. So I have to kind of talk through the morning frog, I guess. And I'm actually right now holding back coughs because I have been having such a crazy difficult time to get this video into an app so I could edit it. I always use Premiere Rush, and I really, really like using it, but I think I need to stop recording my videos in high quality or something, because this has never been a problem before. But somehow my video, instead of just saving to my iPad, that's typically what I use to record, because I use that to edit as well. It's just easier if they're both on the same thing. Typically, it just loads up into Premiere Rush. I do my editing, I'm able to save it and upload it to YouTube, no problem. But somehow this video ended up in the cloud, not on my iPad. So if any of you guys have an answer to that, you can let me know in the comments below. But so it just kept trying to download from the cloud, and it refused to load into Rush. So I thought, okay, well, the cloud is Apple. Let me try the iMovie app. The same thing. It's like it took so long to download, and I finally got it to download, and then went to bed, and then woke up today, and it was no longer downloaded. So chances are probably pretty good that I'm going to record this whole thing, the whole voiceover, and I'm going to try to save it and upload it to YouTube, and it's going to upload to YouTube with no video. Something crazy like that's going to happen. So, one of the other things, let me know, guys, what apps you use in the comments below. Like, what is your favorite app to use to edit? And, how do you film your videos? Do you film them in high quality, like 4K? Do you bother with that, or do you just let it, I don't know, what is other high def, 7 720 or something, or whatever is higher than that. So you can see up in the corner is my work schedule. Up in the corner of the screen is my work schedule. And that's what I used to input all of those meetings. And I have been trying this new thing of making sure that the boxes I use are the appropriate time length. I do often have a lot of meetings that are stacked on top of each other, so when meetings are scheduled for half an hour, it's kind of hard to stick them on the page on the half hour. So you can see, like, on Tuesday I overlapped kind of the stickers a little bit, and I'm fine with it. And for whatever reason, I did those kind of first. And then after I finished that in the washi, went over to the sidebar. And one of the people who reports to me actually retired this past week. And she at first was going to allow us to have like a little going away meeting with just our team. But then she decided she just wanted to go quietly, which I totally understand. But it's kind of sad to not be able to like have that formal goodbye. Although I was also thinking about all these people who are retiring during the pandemic. There must not be much actual closure, because especially if you're not going into the office, because you haven't been in the office for almost 2 years at this point, year and a half. So you're not really, when you're retiring and you're just staying home, there isn't really a change except for the fact you're not opening up your laptop. I don't know. If any of you are going through that and have some input, certainly let me know. Oh, and you see me pulling up those stickers on Monday? It's because Monday was a holiday and I actually wasn't working. So, and I actually was able to get these stickers up off the paper pretty well. There's a little bit of sticky residue left behind, but oftentimes when you just kind of rub your fingers over it a little bit, you can get it. Yeah, I want to say is get it gone. But that one came up pretty well as well. And one of the things that is an issue with Plum Paper, and I probably have said this so many times, is that stickers and Plum Paper do not get along. But I've been finding that the stickers from Orange Umbrella Company are pretty forgiving. I think I just showed my palm because I wrote on it, got some ink on it. Not perfect, because for the most part, a lot of the stickers like don't work so well with Plum Paper. But I've been really happy with how Orange Umbrella Company's stickers go with Plum Paper. Now, obviously, don't try to go pulling up stickers that have been on the page for weeks. I wouldn't use that as a test. Well, I mean, maybe I would use it as a test, but not if I'm actually like trying to functionally plan for the moment. But it might be a fun experiment. We'll call it that. Oh, I just took a deep breath, which means that my body wants to cough. So you'll also notice that I'm putting actually a couple things on Sunday. None of those things happened. I went right into this planner and just crossed them out because like I said, this hand, foot, and mouth thing isn't typically something that adults get, but it is actually highly contagious. So it's one of those things that actually just goes around kids like once a year. And the doctor, when I brought Eloise in to see the doctor, she said she had already seen a kid with it, and one of my friends, her toddler has it. So it's just one of those things that goes around rampant with kids, and I didn't want to risk giving it to somebody else. I mean, we're already dealing with COVID. I don't want to be a part of causing another element to that. And it was pretty awful to watch my daughter go through it, especially when there's like nothing you can do and they can't actually tell you like how much pain they're in or what you can possibly do to help them. It's heartbreaking. Oh, Oh, another deep breath. Let's see if I can avoid coughing. So, definitely let me know how you like the voiceover. I like doing voiceovers because I like looking back at what I tried to plan for the week and being able to comment on what changed, what things worked for me, what things I might try to change when I do my next plan. Okay, now I really got a cough. Hopefully that didn't kill anybody. So now I've lost my train of thought. I was just thinking, should I stop this and go back and edit that out? I don't know. But yeah, so I like to be able to kind of do a recap of the week. And that seems to really work for me, to be able to actually fill the time and feel as though I'm having a conversation with you, and it's just easier for me. But just because something is more difficult doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It's something that I strongly believe. So if live planning voiceovers is the consensus of what people enjoy more of, then I will absolutely give that another go. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Oh, crooked. See, and it came up pretty well. I think I'm gonna call Orange Umbrella Company and Plum Paper friends. Like good friends. Maybe even on that level of calling each other cousins. Oh, and none of that movement happened. None of it. Is one of the reasons why I'm doing, if you didn't see my last video, one of the reasons why I'm doing this very specific time blocking to show exactly what my days look like surrounding my meetings is because I want to try to figure out how to go to the gym in the middle of my workday, but not actually go to the work gym because I feel super self-conscious with that. So that's why I put those movements in there. And I just started putting in pieces of washi. I guess I wanted to just kind of play around and see if it's something that would turn out okay. And honestly, I liked it. Oh, and there's some little dots that I'm just randomly putting places. It's like confetti. Who doesn't like confetti as long as it's thrown at somebody else's house and you don't have to clean it up? So, I think this is kind of just the final touches that I put on this spread, because I can see that the video is about to end. I will say that I do really like Premiere Rush better than iMovie. I just feel like there's a lot more that I can do with the video with Premiere Rush, which is a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing because simple is sometimes a lot better and a lot easier, but you can only speed this up 2 times the speed, whereas with Premiere Rush you can basically make it like lightning speed if you want. And that's because sometimes, like I said, my videos are so long that I kind of have to speed it up a lot, or else you guys are going to be sitting here for an hour. But lots and lots of leftovers. That's one of the things that I do want to show you guys, is what I do with my leftovers. But yeah, here's my spread. So pretty. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. And I hope you have a wonderful day, week, hour, month, year, what have you. Bye. Peace and cookies.